Okay, so in this video I am going to uh, work on getting this Connections Elm project hosted onto the web. So what I'm going to do is push this, basically use Netlify to host this and get it built into JavaScript into a site distribution and basically hosted using Netlify. So I've already set up a connection with the repository, and I'm not going to use anything fancy with this approach. What I'm basically going to do is work on a makefile, which will call Elm to build the application, build the Elm source files into JavaScript, and bundle it with the styles and data into basically a directory, and then have Netlify host that. I'm going to use Netlify's builder for this. So what I'm going to do is just add build command and make, and the published directory will be dist. Base directory is fine, and everything else is pretty much default. I've also renamed the project to Clonections, so you'll see that a few times here. So if I were to deploy this and go to the deploy logs, so yeah, it's failed, which is to expect because there's no makefile. So if you would go to the source file, there's no makefile. So I'm going to be working on that now. So first thing I'll do is create a makefile. And I will actually use Vim for this because last time I tried this with Nova, it didn't actually include tabs. So the makefile didn't run. So what I'm going to do is start with a clean directory. So dist, actually I'll make this a variable. So dist dir is dist. Okay, and site, which will depend on clean. So make the dist dir. And I want elm make source main.elm output to dist dir assets main.js. And with that, I want to copy the index file index, actually I'll just do index.dot and styles.css, assets.styles.css, and finally data. So data will hold our puzzles into data. Okay, one thing I did do off camera is change the paths. Actually, no, I didn't change the paths. I was going to assets. So this was previously targets. It's now going to reference assets. And this is assets as well. And if you go to the main directory, we're referencing localhost here. So I'll have to get rid of that and just reference the path to get the data. I've also got this commented out code. I'm just going to remove this. So I'll just delete that. Okay, so in theory, I should be able to run make dist, and it should, or make site, sorry, make site, and it should make the distribution in a dist directory, and I should be able to run it locally. So let's try that. That should be fine. Oh, did that work? Clean site. Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll make all, which is a site, I'll make these phony targets as well. Make all phony sites and phony clean. Alright, so let's try this. Alright, so I should have a dist directory. And if I run a local server and open it up here, alright, good, so that is working. So the site is properly deployed to a dist directory. So now we need to push this out to Netlify. But before we do that, I think we need to update our mail file to actually install Elm. I'm not certain that Elm is on Netlify. Let's see. So if I add this, so add the new source files, add the make file, and get rid of dstore and dist, add that to git ignore. I'm kind of not interested in checking that in. And ignore. Yes, so commit added make file to build site. Alright, so in theory that should get picked up by Netlify. Ah, this is interesting. Okay, it does have Elm. That dramatically simplifies things. Because, yeah, I did try this once before I started recording. I actually recorded and I didn't have any audio. So, and I figured out I had to install Elm, so I was looking out how to do so by downloading it and installing it locally. But it looks like Netlify does this. Looks like it's got support for Elm out of the box, which is fantastic. So in theory, I should be able to go to the site. And there we go, fantastic. So this is now served in Netlify. I'll hook it up to a domain name, which I'll do off camera because that's basically setting up domains. But yeah, that is that's all already handled and that's already deployed. So I think this is going to be a quick one. So I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching and I will see you later.